Welcome back, everybody. This is Red. It's Sunday night, which means more Injustice 2. In this episode, we're going to be introducing the Flash and the Green Lantern. So let's get into it.
Need a hand, Dr. Randall?
I don't know, Barry. Satlink's out. Internet and phone are down. Maybe this old ham can help us. You fitting in okay? People treating you well?
Let's just say people here aren't thrilled to live in close quarters with the Flash, convicted regime criminal.
Pardoned regime criminal. Give it time. They'll come around. LW base. Are you there?
Dr. Randall? Cops are down everywhere. These spaceships showed up, dropping the ball and army on the city. They're killing everyone. So let's start a
LW
mission.
base. How fast can you get to Metropolis?
My pardon agreement was pretty clear on no powers.
You think that matters when aliens are invading? You helped tear down the regime, Barry. That's why Mr. Wayne asked me to take you on. And if Batman thinks you earned a second chance, who are you to argue?
As predicted, Barry Allen has returned to action.
The task force is ready. I'll enjoy this.
Nice aim, Deadshot.
Just get the job done.
That knee ain't healing super fast at absolute zero.
For God's sake, Cold, look around!
Yeah, crazy day. Kinda like when Superman went nuts and you went right along with him.
Punish me later. We have to help these innocent people.
The same innocent people who cheered Superman when he executed my friends? My sister?
I'm sorry, Cold, but you never hurt civilians. You're better than that.
Once upon a time, I was.
Okay, first battle for this episode is going to be Captain Cold, aka Mr. Freeze. Now, one thing I do like in the game is with the Flash, it basically shows that people can be redeemed, and sometimes they do deserve a second chance, which is nice, and hopefully I don't need a second chance to beat Captain Cold. Don't use the Flash a lot, and if I can, I'm going to try to use, like, every now and then you see the podium glow. Anything that basically glows on the screen is an interactive item. The podium, I don't remember if you can jump off of it or if he throws that one or not, but I'm going to see if I can get one of them. Well, that one jumps. I want to throw something at him. Come on. Yes.
Here comes a cold one.
Like I said, I don't use the Flash very much, so I need all the help I can get. And actually, so far since the game has been out, I don't think I've played one match as Captain Cold, although he does seem like he might be a bit of fun to use. If you played the Mortal Kombat games, and you might like him because of Sub-Zero. However, with Injustice 2, some of the 9 characters that they're adding, one is Sub-Zero, and with the Combat Pack 1, or Starter Pack 1, whatever, they actually added Sub-Zero, so you have him as a playable character now.
Thanks, Kitty. I was hoping you was Bruce's mole.
For all the good it did. Grodd never trusted me enough to share the whole alien invasion plan.
We gotta help Dinah and Ollie.
We will. First, we need to get back to Gotham, if there's anything left of it.
Running a little slow, Flash.
Retirement will do that to you. What's with you, Lawton? You should be fighting this invasion.
Got no choice. Grodd put a nano explosive in my head. His paws on the trigger. So whether I like it or not, I gotta do Grodd's dirty work.
Okay, Deadshot is going to be fight number 2, aka DC's version of Deadpool, except he's not as funny, he's not nearly as cool. Gonna try to give him an ass beating. Like I said, not a big player for as far as the Flash goes, but we're gonna see what we can do. Come on. What I like about some of the other maps, unlike this one, like obviously you have Odin, which you saw in the last fight, you can jump off of, and you have that one great thing with like the windows or something on it that you can throw at them. I do wish some of the maps, I was hoping to be able to block that. I do wish some of the maps actually had more interactive things that you could sit there and throw out the other fighter, and I think that would just make it a little bit more fun. But I will give it to Deadshot, he does have a cool special ability. Although, not sure his shooting skills are going to be able to beat the fastest man alive, Jiggy. And here we go. Actually got to pull it off this time. Right to Egypt. Back through time. And kiss yourself. Boom.
I know. It's just business. Grodd said you couldn't resist a good crisis. Eobard Thawne? You don't belong here.
And miss the return of Barry Allen? from the future to hurt you, Barry. But this timeline, it's all wrong.
So go back to your own time, Reverse Flash.
Think I haven't tried? Your regime buddies killed one of my ancestors. And now I'm trapped in a paradox. I can never go home. At least I can hurt you!
Okay, round 3. And it's going to be the Reverse Flash. Apparently this guy holds one hell of a grudge. Just as fast as the Flash. Slightly green. And that's actually kind of one thing I think Warner Brothers kind of missed a little bit with this game. Is when you're, whatever the fight starter pack, check kicker pack 1, whatever. Part of it is you get an additional skin for the Flash, which is the Reverse Flash. However, for the super move, X-ray move, if you play Mortal Kombat X, it's the same one for him. So with it technically being a different character, even though it's a version of the Flash, I think they could have changed that up some, which would have been nice. Am happy that Reverse Flash isn't giving me as much of a run for my money as some of the other fighters. And as you notice here, I'm trying to save my special ability. So when we did the little Clash event, I didn't use any of my bars. And hopefully when I get to use it, I don't screw it up. That's never fun. Anybody who's played Mortal Kombat X a lot knows what that's like. Just a big, giant wave of disappointment when we screwed that up. Well, didn't take him out, but put me in a good position, and kapow! Number 3 down.
Don't know how many more reunions I can take.
Guess I could come back later.
Hal? No, not today.
Nice to see you too, Barry.
Whose dead hand you pry that ring from?
You know it doesn't work that way. The ring chose me.
Even after you bailed on the Guardians to join the Sinestro Corps?
The Guardians locked me up. But they also trained me to overcome my fears. I earned the second chance they gave me.
The Guardians made a mistake.
Okay, now we get to fight Hal Jordan, aka the Great Green Hype, also known as the Green Lantern. Now, as far as characters go, fight-wise, he's not bad. Actually, if you've played Mortal Kombat games, his fighting style is a bit kind of like Ermac. So if you like fighting as Ermac, he's going to be a good choice for you. Although I do think this whole fight's kind of silly because in the first game, the Flash screwed up. The Green Lantern screwed up. Like, at this point, they both screwed up doing the same shit, and they're gonna sit there and fight about who's redeemed himself the better. So, seems kind of like a pointless fight, but hey, whatever drives the story. And as you can see, Green Lantern's getting his ass beat. That's what happens when I start learning buttons. And figures. 2 hits and you should be done. And on to the next one.
You were holding back, weren't you?
I told you. I'm trying to make things right. I betrayed my core, my planet, and my friends. That's the worst part.
All day I've been reminded how I failed to be a hero. How hard it's gonna be to regain people's trust. Guess we're both on that path.
We have a long way to go, Barry. It'd be a lot easier if we were together.
We need help, don't we?
Not his.
You gave me a second chance.
Because you got your head straight and helped take down Clark. If he was still in charge, he'd still be wearing yellow.
I'm not that guy anymore. Look, I get why you don't trust me, but you should trust the Guardians. This ring means something. They put me through hell to get it back. Fine, I've got my orders. Just thought it'd help if we cooperate.
Lantern, Maybe it's time I widened my circle of trust.
What can I do?
You're going to Atlantis. Our circle of trust needs Aquaman and his Marines.
You think he'll help? He's been off radar since the regime fell.
He didn't like getting roped into the regime by Superman. He sure won't be happy to see me.
Get used to that.
Batman wants my Marines to fight his battle? Like the time Superman ordered me to invade Metropolis?
We were all on the wrong side of that war.
The next time my people's blood is spilled, it will be for Atlantis, not the surface world.
You're one of us too, Arthur. Your father...
My father was human, but my duty is to Atlantis. I don't trust you, Jordan. You or any surface dweller. Now leave, and remind Batman, stay out of my seas.
And when that's on your doorstep...
Atlantis will defend itself.
Maybe sooner than you think. We need to help each other.
Go! I don't need your distraction.
I'm not leaving!
Need I remind you whose kingdom this is?
Okay, now we get to fight Aquaman, Mr. I Speak with Fish. As you notice, the theme of this game is I screwed up, or you screwed up, and I can't believe you unless you kick my ass. Seems fairly archaic, but whatever. However, one thing I do like about the game is Batman does technically kind of make a distinction between Superman and his whole regime thing and Aquaman, because Aquaman, his character himself, he does still use death as imposing justice. However, unlike Superman where he was trying to impose it on the entire planet, Aquaman just kind of keeps it to the under the sea realm. And currently he's beating my ass. So it is one of those that he does treat him slightly different, however circumstances kind of makes it a little bit understandable. So with 4 bars with each of us, starting to remember some of Green Lantern's moves. And he missed his. Oh, and I nailed mine. Green Lantern version of Voltron. Okay, well, not Voltron, maybe Power Rangers. He's the Green Ranger. The Lantern Bomb. And... oh, come on. Just die or get knocked out. Excellent. I think there might be one more fight.
I'm sorry. I didn't come here to fight you. This is exactly what happened up there. First they take out communications, then... they invade. They're your oceans, but it's also my sector. Let me help you.
Cover me.
I thought the only regimer down here to torture would be Aquaman.
Cheetah.
Let's not beat around the bush. Wonder Woman's in hiding. Maybe down here. Tell me, where's your Amazon friend?
Didn't you hear? I unfriended her. So did Atlantis.
Liar!
I don't need a golden lasso to make you tell the truth.
Okay, yes, and we have time for one more fight. We're going up against Cheetah. Basically, I forget, she tried to do some sort of spell or witchcraft to make her more powerful, and she turned herself into the evil version of the cat lady. Except you don't have the cute kittens running around everywhere. So, obviously, she's fast. She's, I want to say, kind of like the alter ego of Catwoman, except Catwoman's kind of, she's like halfway good, halfway bad. So I'm not sure if that's really the best comparison, but since she kind of works with Batman, you had to have a basically another side of the mirror with her. So I'm guessing that's kind of what DC did with the Cheetah character. And luckily for me, she is one being a little bit of a pain, but she's not nearly as hard as Aquaman and some of the other guys that we've had to fight in this episode so far. With any luck, that giant globe behind her, I'm going to be able to smash her in the face with it.
Your flesh will taste sweet.
If she doesn't kick my ass. Green wall, bowling ball. Yes. Ah.
Bad kitty.
My people are getting flanked. Hold this line. Be our rear guard.
On it. And you?
I'm the vanguard.
Hal Jordan, you have returned.
Okay, that's going to be it for this week. We got to have fun with the Flash and Green Lantern. We're going to see where that takes us. If you like the video, hit the like button and lets me know you like what I'm doing. Subscribe, and I'll catch you next week.
Fuck, said it, trend, yeah, I said it again. Man, I got a vendetta when I get in the pen. Gotta get better with every gem you drop it, you never be better than him. Get a Ratchet Face, better get attacked to the heart to the base. So when I have it, ever so went down, gotta blow the pound, every track of lace with a bit of arsenic.